This is for all you multi-talented, multitasking, multi-everything people out there. Take it away.
Find your glory, write your story, fearless feet will carry you. Time you own it, take your moment, be a fire burning through. Hustling from night until morning, grinding it out, it won't be long. Feel your power, it's your hour, you inspire, you are strong.
Enjoy your Zoa. No applause? You're all fired.
Come with me if you want to live a more delicious life.
Oh, maybe we should get in the van.
In this world, we don't get to control much. Past, male pattern baldness.
What geese?
Got one right now. The urge to puff that bubble wrap.
But there is one thing we do get to choose every single day: what we eat. Welcome to the Sonic Department of Research and Deliciousment. We have everything you want, didn't know you wanted, and some things you didn't know were possible. Because we believe if you're not having fun, you're not living free. So come on, let's live a little.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Well, hello to you. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Monday to you all. September 22nd, 2025. It is 4 minutes after 11 a.m. in the morning. Glad to have all of you here, y'all. I am still on a high from Sunday Night Raw. From Heart and Hustle Houston dropped in our chat last night, y'all. If you missed it, go back and watch our review. It was a great time. Yes, indeed. This morning, we're going to talk about Disney. They effed around and found out, didn't they? We're going to talk about it. Okay, yes, we are. And not to mention Fox and TikTok. I did say that media company could get TikTok, but I didn't expect Fox to. I can tell you that. I think I did say Fox, just because it was a possibility. Didn't think it would be a reality. But hey, was BrayBray right? Let's find out. Higher is waiting, low is available. But either way, we are live on tour. Yes, indeed, we are. We take down that iconic intro here. You see that virtual tour background. Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music. Yes, you do. And one thing to know and two things for sure. On this channel over here, a lot happens early. Roll it.
It's a new morning for America's family. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know a lot happens early.
I'm Harry Smith.
I'm Julie Chen.
I'm Maggie Rodriguez.
I'm Russ Mitchell.
And I'm Dave Price. And it's a little early for this.
Now this it's a new morning for America's families. Sun's coming up, so make it all that it can be. You know God happens. Every day's good when you're starting it up right. But I'm waiting for you to daylight. And love happens early. Can you feel it when I say?
Good morning, everybody.
Are you girls ready for the Jonas Brothers?
We have an early show exclusive. Yes.
A lot happens early.
A lot happens
Early.
The Early Show, weekday mornings on CBS.
It's a new morning.
Yes, it is Julie Chen Moonves. It is a new morning to Russ Mitchell, Dave Price, Harry Smith, and Mackie Rodriguez. You're absolutely right on this channel right here. A lot happens early. Good morning, everybody. I hope all is well with each and every single one of you. We got a lot to get to this morning. Yes, we do. So let's start off with Anonymous T. Here we go, y'all. Let's roll it.
So today we're talking about Disney losing almost $4 billion overnight with the announcement of Jimmy Kimmel's, departure, termination, suspension, whatever you want to call it, of his show. But here's the thing, though.
There's a lot of work that goes into making a podcast. The setup is one thing, then you've still got to edit.
It's not Jimmy Kimmel. It's the fact that you are trying to censor America.
Yep.
It is the fact that you are trying to stop freedom of speech. It is the fact that you are trying to hijack and act as if the First Amendment does not exist. So the American people said, fine, you're trying to now invoke censorship that is supposed to be Walt Disney, that is supposed to be family friendly? Okay, got you. Bet. We will flood your servers, Disney Plus. We will flood your servers, Hulu. And we will do mass unsubscriptions of your platforms.
And let me tell you something. Last night over the weekend, people were dropping those subscriptions hard. Very, very hard. I'm going to bring up an article here in just a minute to show you how much money Disney lost. This was before Jimmy Kimmel, but I'll bring that up here in just a minute.
We will unfollow you on your social media platforms and block you and block anything to do with you, right? Oh, and we're going to take everybody down. We're going to treat y'all like Target. We're going to treat you like Target. And we are going to make sure we do not consume any content, anything from ABC, you're done. We're not consuming anything from ESPN, you're done. Fox, you're done. Hulu, you're done. Marvel, you're done. Sorry, Star Wars. We got to stand for the bigger picture right now. You're done. Pixar, you're done. Everybody's done. That is just one day, y'all.
Yep.
So now it makes sense that it came out yesterday evening, Eastern Standard Time, that now all of a sudden there's talks to bring Jimmy Kimmel back. Oh, so just losing $4 billion in a day overnight. Now you want to talk to Jimmy Kimmel. But you were so scared and so, oh my gosh, what is 45 and 47 going to do? He made a threat. He threatened to pull our licenses. We have to act now. Y'all got scared of 45 and 47. But y'all forgot.
Just say how I love Anonymous T saying 45 and 47. She's recognizing both presidencies, 45 and 47, screwed us over. And this is the damn problem. I don't think a lot of people get it. And I saw people flaming Stephen A. Smith, and good on y'all, because that House Negro is going to screw over his own back sooner rather than later. Believe me, he is going to say something on his straight shooter political show on POTUS on Sirius XM on Stephen A. Smith show that's going to be a bridge too far, and that $100 million contract will be poof gone because of his own mouth. He is grifting like B. Simone is just to exist. Because, bruh, I will take the word of Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, anybody else who's on the ground fighting than your ass in politics. I'll take Jasmine Crockett over you. I'll take AOC over you. Okay? I'll take Eric Scarwell over you. Okay? I'll take Governor Westmore over you. Like, stop it, bro. Stop it. Because guess what? Here's the thing. The ESPN app that just came out, which, by the way, the ESPN app, let me see how much it is. ESPN. The ESPN app here. Y'all look at this. $30 a month. You know, they start canceling ESPN, Stephen. Now you do realize, like, the only reason why you're able to get that money is because of the fact that there are people buying subscriptions to ESPN and paying for their subscriptions for cable television. It works off of the ad revenue that is created. I mean, people are buying ESPN, you dumb fuck. Moving on. I can't. Moving on.
Y'all are not bigger than the program. Y'all forgot who consumes your content. You forgot the American people are the ones that have the final say on whether or not your stuff is going to be successful. And you forgot about the advertisers too.
Yep.
The advertisers who spend money for your programming on your networks. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, because I was like, it was because y'all know I just uploaded the video a couple hours ago, right? The Variety article, but there's other, reputable publications that are reporting on this, right? That are reporting on the fact that allegedly Jimmy Kimmel is in negotiations to come back. That the Jimmy Kimmel show is, about to come back or whatever. There's negotiation. However, it also said that there's nothing set in stone yet. Here's what I think, though. I think Jimmy Kimmel, for all intents and purposes, is probably done with ABC and Walt Disney and has his legal team involved. But I think he's more concerned about the 200 plus staff that works on the Jimmy Kimmel show, and wants to make sure that they're getting their checks, their families are getting a check, and everything else, right?
When Jimmy Kimmel came out and said what he said about the Las Vegas Power, that video got 10 million views. And of course, his son, that was in the NICU, right? Jimmy Kimmel, for all that he is, and yes, we know that he has done blackface, this, that, and the third, but Jimmy Kimmel has been about the people. And he or she doesn't cast the first stone. That doesn't negate what he did, because Megyn Kelly said blackface was okay as long as you doing the costume, this, that, and third. But yet she want to call Jemele Hill ugly, so Megyn Kelly's a fucking racist, but yet she can have a show on Sirius XM and be on YouTube and have a career where her husband is allegedly gay, according to Don Lemon. Like, y'all, we gotta stop this towing the line shit, okay? And let me tell you something. I feel like whether Jimmy Kimmel came back or not, right? I feel like he would rather have his employees be okay and be in peace than to be defined by the government. And it's sad that it's got to be that way, but listen, your peace should be non-negotiable. Let's keep going.
To feed and support their families. I think he's more concerned about his employees, the people that work for him, right? That work on his show. I think he can care less about coming back after this whole display. But at the same token, it's afforded him to have other opportunities with the network, with hosting Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, with hosting the Oscars multiple times, and all of those things. So I get having that platform allows you to do other stuff. But the problem is, for y'all to bend this quickly for 45 and 47 is not sending the message that y'all think it's sending. And people took action, and people are taking a step further. People are in my comments telling me they canceled their trip to Disney.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a trickle-down effect. It's not just the TV shows and the movies and the networks and the streaming services and the sports content. No. People are canceling their trips to Walt Disney, y'all. No family trip to Disney. We'll go somewhere else. We will go somewhere else instead because y'all not about to play in our face. Y'all not about to invoke censorship in 2025. Are you crazy? Are you loco? We are giving you the Target treatment. And no. We're not just going to this isn't just like a one-day boycott. No, we're treating you guys just like Target. We are boycotting every day.
Why waste another summer not loving your body?
With Base 44, we turned that question into a success.
And guess what? The problem now is the damage is already done. So it doesn't even matter if Jimmy Kimmel comes back or not, because the message was already sent that you will bend at 45 and 47 threats for something that Jimmy Kimmel didn't even say or do. I don't know how many of y'all have listened to the clip, but I can't reiterate enough that what they twisted it in the media to make it seem like that things were being mocked or somebody's unaliving was being made fun of or it wasn't being taken seriously. No. Jimmy Kimmel was calling out 45 and 47 supporters base. He was calling out their fan base and their lack of support. He was calling out 45 and 47 being more concerned and more happy about new construction at the White House for a ballroom when he was asked directly about the assassination, y'all.
Correct.
It was about the fact that you allegedly skipped out on a visual and a tribute to go play golf. That was what was being called out. The lack of empathy, the lack of sympathy coming from the actual administration. But y'all twisted it around to make it seem like somebody was being insensitive as to what actually happened. No, that's not what happened. But you're trying to block freedom of speech, and we will block you. Wait. That's all? You want to block freedom of speech in 2025? You got another thing coming, especially in the social media age, because we will get you up on out of here. We will make you lose $4 billion a day, y'all. So the sites had crashed due to the number of people canceling their subscriptions. And the stock plummeted for Disney, you guys. The stock plummeted, you guys, and went down significantly. So that is why they are trying to quickly stop the bleeding, because they know that this has a potential to get a lot worse for them.
Facts.
That is the problem. They are concerned about the long-term effects of this. They weren't expecting, They
always think that as long as, in the words of Maurice Scott, we lay there, roll over, and take it, that, we'll just accept anything. It's just like, no. You don't realize, without us watching your stuff, you don't have a bag to collect. Your bag is determined by how people give a fuck about you. And they thought they were the ones that made the plot, right? But the gag is, we're the directors and we distribute the content. Okay? That's what that is.
People to respond, but this is what happens when you F around and you find out. You F around, and then you find out that you're not bigger than the program. And Americans, at the bottom line, when it is all said and done, we have the buying power. We are the ones that are contributing to y'all living your lavish lifestyles, for y'all living all of the success. But if we do not consume your content, if we're not paying for Hulu anymore, if we're not paying for Disney Plus anymore, if we're not watching ABC anymore, if we're not watching ESPN anymore, guess what? Guess what? You can't try to bully us into nothing. Y'all saw what happened at Target and how Target is still suffering significantly for the audacity. But this should tell y'all that if y'all stay united on other things, if y'all stay united and boycott other things, y'all can do real damage. Y'all can do real damage. But for whatever reason, that they had to take 45 and 47's threat seriously, y'all. They had to take it seriously. Oh my gosh, FCC is going to pull our licenses. We cannot allow that. Oh my gosh. And now who looks like Bobo the Fool? Now who looks crazy right now? So there's that. That's it. That's all for this video. Es todos, es final. It is finito. It is over. It is done. It is the end of the road for this video. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.
Let me tell you the reason why I really, joyfully, and thoroughly enjoy Anonymous T. Because she says what needs to be said and she stands on business. And by the way, I hate the fact that she's married because I would not mind hearing that voice all day. You know, honestly, tell you the truth, she reminds me of Fran Drescher, Fran Fine, you know, Mr. Sheffield. But it's so endearing because there is so much love, compassion, and contrition in Anonymous T. That's why we just applaud her. So everything she said was right on point. Now, in case you guys did not know, from Variety.com, Jimmy Kimmel and Disney working to reach compromise to bring his show back. Insiders caution that there's no agreement in sight, but discussions continue as Kimmel weighs concerns about staff job losses if the show ends. Jimmy Kimmel and Disney are working towards reaching a compromise that will allow Jimmy Kimmel Live to return to ABC. The veteran host, business, and legal representatives are deep in discussions with Disney and ABC leaders in the hopes of finding a path to compromise that will allow the return of Jimmy Kimmel Live, according to 3 people acknowledging the situation. The host has made no public comment since the show was abruptly pulled from its regular 11:35 time slot on September 17th, with Disney saying only the program will be off its schedule indefinitely after one of the biggest owners of TV stations in the United States, Nexstar, said intended to preempt airings of the program following remarks the host made in relation to 47 and the slaying of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. Sinclair, another large station owner, said it too was taking Kimmel off its stations. Kimmel has hosted ABC's late night franchise since 2003 and in recent years has become a key face of the network as the host of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire at the Academy Awards and other specials. There is no guarantee Kimmel and Disney will come to terms on agreement to return to the airways, these people caution, nor is it clear where Kimmel's mindset stands on what he would and would not accept from ABC as conditions of taking the stage for Jimmy Kimmel Live. It's understood that Kimmel is mindful of the effects of a shutdown would have on dozens of his production staff, as well as vendors in Los Angeles who work on the show, according to one source with knowledge of the situation. The host is also aware that some staff crew members are still digging out the financial hole created after the months-long writers and actors strikes in 2023. Disney representatives declined to comment. Kimmel's media representative did not respond to requests for comment. The incendiary situation around Kimmel has unleashed a torrent criticism of Disney from the left and the right. Free speech advocates have decried the company's swift move to take Kimmel off the air. Conservatives have cheered, and 47 has reiterated its threat to push for broadcast networks to lose their licenses and for allowing anti-47 and anti-MAGA voices on their airwaves. You know what's really funny? I swear, wasn't there supposed to be something about 47 Media and y'all having a media network? Where is that at? So, because you don't like the smoke you're causing, right? And people are responding to it, you getting big mad. Here's the thing: if you don't do dumb shit, there won't be anybody to report dumb shit. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Okay? Just keeping it a buck. I'm just saying, every president has been dragged through the media. Every president. I remember when y'all got upset. Not y'all in the bushes and watch on the replay and everybody here. But I remember people were upset for Barack Obama wearing a tan suit. And you're upset because you suck an ass at your job? Okay. Demonstrations erupted on Thursday outside Disney offices in New York and Burbank and outside the theater complex where Jimmy Kimmel Live is produced. There's no doubt that Kimmel and Disney need to proceed with caution. The company needs many TV stations to distribute Jimmy Kimmel Live across the U.S. if it is to generate the ratings the network is guaranteed to advertisers. Did I say that if Disney does this, they're going to be held liable to the advertisers because the advertisers already paid for ad revenue, and that's a breach of the contract? I did say that, right? I know I did. Good night. Okay, just want to keep it back there. Hey, one person, welcome and glad to have you here. Ad spending on Jimmy Kimmel Live total $51.1 million in 2024. $51.1 million in 2024. $51.1 million in 2024. So you mean to tell me, ABC, that you're going to allow a convicted felon, a dumbass of an administration, and decrepit supports to dictate y'all bag? That's a damn shame. That's a damn shame. In the words of Whitney Houston, your name is not Susan, so watch what you say. If you stand reason, then be on your way. Your name ain't Susan, your name ain't Susan, your name ain't Susan. You better get it right. I'm just keeping it a buck with y'all. In 2024, according to data from Guideline, a tracker of ad spending accounting for 21% of all advertising on late night programs. It's understood that ABC and Disney Brass has been flagging concerns to Kimmel for some time about the sharpness of his critiques of President 47 and his unprecedented takeover of federal agencies. Kimmel has, like other commentators, have not held back his disdain for the 47 administration campaign with immigration and custom enforcement officers to round up unsuspected, undocumented immigrants on streets and in workplace without regard for constitutional norms of due process and equal justice. Yeah. And it was just reported not too long ago, because we reported here on Running This Virtual Tour Live, that what he did out in California was illegal. That was illegal. A U.S. court judge said it was illegal. At the same time, his remarks on Monday about how conservatives were using Kirk's death to make political points about President 47's immediate reaction to the matter, while talking to reporters, has spurred a Republican crusade. FCC Chairman House Hen Carr threatened earlier on Wednesday to take action against ABC after Disney's decision was revealed. Carr said he wanted to thank Nexstar for doing the right thing in a statement on social media. Local broadcasters have an obligation to serve the public interest. While this may be an unprecedented decision, it's important for broadcasters to push back on this program that they determine falls short of community. Since that time, Carr has made suggested statement that he investigate other Disney shows like The View. As the controversy swirled, Disney executives felt like they had no choice but to bump Kimmel in order to let the MAGA media feel controversy subside. All the media companies involved are likely to have matters under government review in months to come. Nexstar is in the midst of trying to acquire another large TV station owner, Tecna, for a $6.2 billion transaction that requires the approval of the FCC. A Nexstar spokesperson has said Carr's comment had no bearing on his decision to preempt Kimmel's show. Sure. Jam. Sinclair last month announced a comprehensive strategic review of its broadcast business. Any merger and acquisition involving local TV stations will be subject to FCC review and approval. Disney, too, require government permission to move forward in some critical business initiatives. The company has secured a deal that would give the National Football League, NFL, a 10% stake in its giant ESPN sports media outlet, and is also working to buy a majority stake in the Fubo live streaming service and merge with a similar pride tied to live viewing TV networks via its own Hulu. For those of you who don't know, there was supposed to be a thing called Verbo Sports. It was going to be Fox, Warner Bros. Discovery, and ABC, ESPN. And Fubo is a sports streamer. So because of that, it was competition. And Disney said, okay, well, we'll just combine Hulu plus live TV into Fubo, right? So I think Fubo is in Canada, Spain, maybe Paris, I think. But in the same token, though, this is why Disney should not get rid of Hulu, because you need a platform for adult content. Like I said, I'll reference the conversation I had with my dad. I said, Dad, do you believe Braylon's virtual tour would be good on Disney Plus? He was like, no. I asked him why, because it's adult. Do you think it would be good on Hulu? He said, yes. Why? Because it's adult content. You need other spaces to regulate the platform. You need other spaces to regulate the platform. You need other spaces to regulate the platform. Free speech advocates from both sides of the political aisle have decried the moves that forced Jimmy Kimmel's show off the air. Both Senator Ted Cruz, a Republican from Texas, and the American Civil Liberties Union have suggested that government should not silence the United States. Kimmel, associated with that program, has recent years weighed in on whether he might step down from his midnight duties. People who know him say he's closer to the end of his that tenure than the beginning, but he also knows that the show has some other Disney activities, including such as hosting the current edition of ABC's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire of the projects. The host knows he has barrel roads to take an exit. Disney seemed interested in working with him to draw a map. Ooh, my Lord Jesus, my Lord, my Lord, my Lord. Now I want to show y'all something here. Just want to show you something real quick here. Because The View just stated right here, Whoopi Goldberg and View host finally slammed Jimmy Kimmel's suspension. No one silences us, and the government can't force someone to be silenced. After 2 episodes staying silent, the man Whoopi Goldberg and her co-host on ABC's The View have finally commented on Jimmy Kimmel's suspension by the network. Fans have been theorizing amid their signs that the hosts were instructed by the parent company to discuss Kimmel's situation. During the Monday episode of during the Monday, September 2nd episode of The View, Goldberg opened the show by saying, did y'all really think we weren't going to talk about Jimmy Kimmel? I mean, you have watched the show over the last 29 seasons. No one silences us. When the news broke last week about Jimmy Kimmel's suspension, we took a breath to see if Jimmy was going to say anything about first Goldberg. You can't like someone's show and can go off the air. Someone can say something that they shouldn't and get taken off there, but the government can't apply pressure to force someone to be silenced. And Navarro said, I don't understand how in this country the First Amendment was made to the Constitution as a guarantee freedom of the press and freedom of speech, how the government itself is using its weight and power to bully and scare people into silence. On September 18th, the day after ABC announced Kimmel's suspension, FCC Chairman House Hen Carr suggested the FCC look into The View as well. The host silence on the matter during the next 8 episode only confounded fans more. When you look at these other TV shows, what's interesting is the FCC doesn't have an equal rule, does have a rule rather called the Equal Opportunity Rule, but there's an exception to that rule, the bona fide news exception, which means if you're a bona fide news program, you don't have to abide by the Equal Opportunity Rule. Carr said on a radio show, over the years, the FCC has developed a body of case law on that. It suggests that most of these late night shows, other than SNL, are bona fide news programs. Potentially, I would assume you can make the argument The View is a bona fide news show, but I'm not so sure about that. I think it's worthwhile to have the SEC look into The View and some of the programs that you have still qualify as bona fide news programs, therefore exempt from the equal opportunity regime that Congress has put in place. Unlike the host of The View, many non-ABC television hosts were quicker to condemn Kimmel's suspension. Stephen Colbert called the decision blatant censorship to appease 47, while Jimmy Fallon expressed his desire for Kimmel to return to the air and vowed never to stop making 47 jokes, even if there are fears that the Tonight Show will get censored. Good for Jimmy Fallon. Good for Jimmy. This is misery, David Letterman said when asked about Kimmel's suspension. I feel bad about this. We're seeing where all this is going. Correct. It's managed media and it's no good. It's silly. It's ridiculous. And you can't go around firing somebody because you're fearful of trying to suck up or swallow down, guzzle, being a whore, to an authoritarian criminal administration in the Oval Office. That's not just how this works. That's just not how this works. Howard Stern announced he had canceled his Disney Plus subscription because of ABC's decision to yank Jimmy Kimmel off the air. Explained, I just know when the government gets to interfere, when the government says, I'm not pleased with you, we're going to orchestrate away silence. You was the wrong direction for our country. I'm canceling my Disney Plus. I'm trying to say the pocketbook that support what they're doing to Jimmy. Jimmy Kimmel remains off the air as of the morning of Monday, September 22nd. Now, I want to show y'all this from the world of real, okay? Disney CEO says Disney Plus lost $4 billion because it tried to tell too many stories. It's always fun to catch up with our good friend Disney CEO Bob Iger. Over the last few months, he's been trying to explain mostly to company shareholders why Disney has been such a major issue for Iger is their streaming platform, Disney Plus, which was supposed to be Netflix's main rival in the streaming wars. That didn't turn out so well. As Netflix keeps gaining in audience, Disney Plus keeps dwindling, having lost 1.5 million subscribers during the last quarter of 2023. Speaking as part of the Monat Nathanson Media, Internet, and Communications Conference via the High Report, Iger admitted that Disney Plus lost a whopping $4 billion. Disney Plus lost a whopping $4 billion. Disney Plus lost a whopping $4 billion. The reasons given for these huge losses was the aggressive nature of the company in wanting to tell too many stories. As we got into the streaming business in a very, very aggressive way, we tried to tell too many stories. That's why Iger basically invested too much way ahead of possible returns, which is what led streaming ended up as a $4 billion loss. So spending outpaced the revenue, and there's a feeling that maybe going forward, a less is better approach might benefit the company. This is why many already announced shows are getting canned by Disney. They're also pulling content off the platform as a way to embark on tax write-offs. Take, for example, the total budget of their She-Hulk series, which was around $225 million. Yeah, you heard me correctly. $225 million. $225 million. It wasn't money well spent. She-Hulk received mixed reviews according to Rotten Tomatoes. Its audience score was just 32%. There are countless other examples of pricey streaming endeavors that didn't pay off for the Mouse House, rather. Disney had a 12-month span between late 2022 and late 2023, where they lost close to 18 million subscribers in order to boost the revenues of the platform, still in deficit. Rather, Disney decided to increase its prices in the United States. As of last October, Disney Plus Premium upped its cost to $13.99 compared to the previous $10.99 a month. Disney, you are so smart, aren't you? You just really are that smart, my Lord Jesus. But I want to show y'all this too from CNBC here. Okay, just want to show y'all this. Disney is turning record park profits even before big expansions. Disney's theme park division posted record revenue and fiscal profit in fiscal 2024, and the growth is expected to continue next year. The company is breaking ground on new additions and updates to its domestic and international parks, but it will be several years before they become available to the public. Meanwhile, while there's a whole park called Universal's Epic Universe open, it's going to be Walt Disney World because of all the walls going up. In the words of, who was it? Ronald Reagan. Hello, I'm Ronald Reagan, and I would like for you to tear down this wall, Walt Disney World. Yeah. In the meantime, Disney is using in-park entertainment and limited time offerings to keep guests coming back. There is Cinderella Castle there, yes indeed. All is well in the Magic Kingdom. Depends on who you ask. Disney's theme park division posted record revenue and profit for fiscal 2024, with revenue rising 5% for the full year to $34.15 billion, and operating income up 4% to $9.27 billion. Experiences, which includes parks, resorts, cruises, and consumer products, was the second highest revenue driver behind Disney's entertainment division, which totaled at $41.8 billion in fiscal 2024. However, the entertainment segment's operating profits were smaller, just collected $3.92 million. I just wanted to say that to y'all, just to let y'all know that people canceling their trips to Disney, it's already been happening because Disney is allergic to creativity, as we all know. Bob Iger got rid of America's #1 morning show from Times Square and put them in a basement of a glorified building named after oneself. This commercial right here was the last commercial filmed from Times Square Studios in New York City.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Money. Are you ready? They are ready. Covering the biggest events in the country right now.
There's a lot going on here this morning.
It's always a good time.
That's what the show's about.
That's good.
Really good. Very good.
Coming in hot. Jimmy coming in hot.
It's far from elementary.
Oh, good morning, America.
I'm not going to try to strut like Michael or anything.
I have known George a long, long time.
Have you ever gotten him to dance?
Look at that face.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in. I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be here.
I am here and so happy.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'm in.
That tells you something when Snoop Dogg's in. Michael, George, Lara,
Ginger.
And now they are in a basement. Let me show you. This is a damn shame. It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. They are now in the basement. Now, of course, the rent's about $100 million a year, allegedly. Listen, y'all could have found a venture capital firm that would be like, hey, listen, we love GMA, so we'll pay for it. But here is this new set. Child. Now, think about that commercial I just showed you versus this.
Good morning, America. An arrest in the shootings in Minnesota, a flash flooding emergency, and it's a big day. Welcome to our new home. Breaking overnight, urgent manhunt over. SWAT units surrounding the armed suspect.
It's Monday. Good morning, America.
New day, new week, new home.
Yes.
Good morning, America.
Yeah, it's a beautiful location.
Sam and Lara were at the old Times Square studios to make the transition from the old studios to this. This is not where they're supposed to be.
Especially with those
I'm
two.
sorry.
We'll see them soon.
Ginger is
Like
also
here,
standing by.
you know, they got, you know, new monitors and all that stuff.
And her husband
But like,
shooting another
the
state
thing
lawman.
about GMA that made
claimed that it was an
GMA
engine
what it
fuel
was
filter problem.
they utilized Times Square as a part of the show. What can you do here? Right? Like they used to bring in fans into the studio, right? The second floor was home base, and then the bottom floor was where they would have concerts and different segments where the audience would be in studio. Then they got rid of the top floor. They moved GMA down to the second floor, right? The basement level, and they would do indoor and outdoor segments. That's where Robin, George, Lara, Sam, and Josh Elliott, that's when they became America's #1 show, right? And it was awesome. So then Michael Strahan came and they built that second floor studio, gorgeous studio for 100 people. And they would do the 8 o'clock hour. From there, they would do GMA 3 with Strahan and Sarah. And then it became Sarah, Strahan, and Kiki for GMA 3. And now you are in a basement. What the hell? Where do they do this at? Here's the segment.
Executed. The jury in her first trial could not come to a verdict.
You two made it. Come on in. You know what? There were some moments. My favorite thing is you run in with a cup of coffee that's empty.
Now, if you look at this here, one of the things that they had was the strips, the digital banner strips in Times Square. They have that in the studio, but it's not prominent. I mean, honestly, to tell you the truth, at this point, what they should have done was they might as well have built a studio with a live audience in it and just have, that Times Square element inside the building. Like, I feel like that would have been better. Or, you know what? They probably have a brand new studio that's open. They could probably build that studio and be like, all right, during the 7 o'clock hour, we're in this studio, but during the 8 o'clock hour, we're going to that studio. Like, that would have been cool too. But this is not what GMA is supposed to be. And I'm not sorry to say it. Moving on, y'all. So I just wanted to just show y'all that. Now, shout out to the International Business Times right here. Did Jimmy Kimmel really cost Disney $3.87 billion? We ran the numbers and the internet's claim falls apart. A 0.67 stock dip fuels viral post linking Kimmel to Disney's losses. Let's see here. Disney's suspension of late night host Jimmy Kimmel has ignited firestorm, fueling political outrage, sparking a social media frenzy, even triggering claims of a multi-billion-dollar hit to the company's market value. The decision to pull Jimmy Kimmel live on September 17th, 2025 came after a monologue which the comedian addressed the political fallout from the assassination of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. The move set off a chain reaction across political, media, and business circles. Within our social media platforms were awash with claims that Disney has shedded $3.87 billion in market value overnight, with users pointing to Kimmel's suspension as the cause. Kimmel, who has fronted the ABC late night program since 2003, came under fire from conservative commentators who accused him of mocking their views. Disney, which owns ABC, confirms that the show remains suspended indefinitely while the controversy is under review. The viral $3.87 billion claim almost immediately after the suspension was announced. Posts began circulating on platforms such as Threads and Twitter and Reddit, presented the $3.87 billion figure as proof of direct financial consequence. The number was repeatedly widely in blogs and comment threads, fueling debate about the risk of mixing entertainment and politics. Now, I'm about to see who Culture Base is, because I've never heard Culture Base. They have the verified checkmark, but of course, you can buy the verified checkmark nowadays. Okay, so Culture Base. All right, I'm going to just show y'all this here. Give me a moment. So this is Culture Base right here, right? This is Culture Base. Right here. Okay, here it is. Culture Base right here. This is their email, but no website. And you see 32 following 11,500. Now, like I said, this is no shade to anybody that did it. I know Anonymous T did it. We only go off of what we know. But sincerely, I've never heard of this company before. And all they did was just post the Disney picture, Jimmy Kimmel, said the headline, have blue check mark. Just keep it up. But here's the thing. Two things can be true in the same token. I do believe that Disney has taken a hit, but it may not have been this hit, right? So two things can be true. Stock data or data breakdown what the numbers show. While many online posts claim Disney lost $3.87 billion in value overnight because of the suspension, available data or data shows a more complex picture. Financial reports indicate Disney shares fell about 0.67% following the announcement. Some outlets suggest the market value loss was closer to $1.5 billion, while others nearly cited $4 billion, though these figures were not backed by official filings. Despite these claims, there is no reliable source that verifies a 0.67% dip equates to $3.87 billion loss. What is clear rather, is that the stock market values for companies of Disney size often fluctuates by billions in a single trading session. Analysts stress that it is misleading to attribute the entire change to Kimmel's suspension, as wider market factors also play a role. Market reaction, investor sentiment. The dip in Disney shares did coincide with the suspension, but experts note that daily changes in market capitalization are common. A decline of 1 to 2 can equate to loss revenue. Analysts warn against oversimplifying cause and effect. The suspension may have contributed to negative sentiment, but other market conditions likely influence investor behavior. Reactions and calls for boycotts. The Jimmy Kimmel Disney issue quickly escalated beyond finance. Conservative activists and even Disney stars called for boycotts of Disney, ABC, and the Disney Plus streaming service. Critics of Kimmel accused him of mocking their political views, while others accused Disney of political censorship. Free speech advocates also criticized the decision, warning that the suspension could set a precedent for how media companies handle controversial commentary from high-profile personalities. Disney's corporate image under scrutiny and controversy adds to ongoing challenges for Disney's reputation. Known for its family-friendly branding, the company has repeatedly faced scrutiny with cultural or political debates intersect with its business interests. Past debates over productions, talent, and corporate policies illustrate how quickly issues can escalate online. Analysts suggest that reputational risk combined with market volatility ensures the Jimmy Kimmel Disney issue remain a high-profile case study in the intersection of entertainment, politics, and business. All right, yes, indeed. There. From Collider.com, here Disney stock takes a devastating nosedive as major stars call for boycott. The backlash over Disney's abrupt cancellation of Jimmy Kimmel is only continuing to get much worse, and the company is saying right where it wants to try and protect itself from the stock market. Shares of Disney, DIS, New York Stock Exchange, took a sharp nosedive this week as star subscribers and even Disney-owned executive joined the fierce outcry against the suspension of the late-night host. The controversy began after far-right activist Charlie Kirk was pawed and illed, with Kimmel delivering a Tuesday night monologue that referenced the political spins around the events. Kimmel's actual words, "We've hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang, desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it." Were quickly seized by the Federal Communications Commission Chair House Hen Carr, who threatened ABC affiliates with license revocation if they continue to air Kimmel. His response was to cave. By Wednesday night, ABC announced the show would be preempted indefinitely, a move by Nexstar, which owns 28 ABC affiliates, with the fall has been swift and it's getting worse. What's happened to Jimmy Kimmel? Let's see. By Thursday, hundreds of union writers and actors have protested outside Disney's Burbank headquarters. Kimmel's staff, who learned about the suspension just before tape, erupted in anger on and off her talent across Hollywood, calling foul with high-profile creators like Damon Lindelof, who created a huge hit for ABC called Lost, vowing not to work with Disney till Kimmel is reinstated, while Marvel stars like Mark Ruffalo and Tamsin Maslany have outwardly criticized the company. This is not how we thought Bob Iger would handle this. One Disney executive told Deadline, honestly. Senior people told him this is not what we should be doing. It's such a betrayal. Another compared the debacle to the company's infamous silence during Florida's Don't Say Gay controversy. Calling the reaction Don't Say Gay on steroids for hours. The Disney Plus cancellation page reportedly crashed from heavy traffic. Longtime parkgoers also began canceling trips to Disney resorts. While social media campaigns urging a full-scale Disney boycott spread rapidly for a company already reeling from declining linear TV revenue. And by the way, Bob Iger was a hypocrite because he went on CNBC with David Faber and said, while our competition is leaving the cable business, we're staying in the cable business. But then for our article from Variety to come out weeks later, because we covered it here on Braylon Lee Live, saying that Hearst Communications and Disney are now exploring a possible sale of A&E Global Media. Congratulations, you played yourself, in the words of DJ Khaled. DJ Khaled, another one. Yes, indeed, there. And costly streaming investments, the optics couldn't be worse. Continuing giving Mr. Kimmel a platform is simply not in the public interest. At the current time, Nexstar Broadcasting President Andrew Alford said in a statement, but fans and shareholders alike seem to disagree. Oh, my Lord. Well, Bill Maher, who used to be on ABC, but politically incorrect, has entered the chatterization, saying Bill Maher voices support for Jimmy Kimmel, comparison to his politically incorrect cancellation. ABC stands for always caving. Well, this week, Bill Maher walked out in front of his live audience to stand ovation as the real-time Bill Maher addressed ABC's suspension of Jimmy Kimmel Live, comparing to his own cancellation over 2 decades ago by the same network. I know why you're happy tonight. I'm still on. Bill Maher, damn. The late-night host said before beginning his monologue, Maher continued, talk show hosts are going down like blockbusters in the 90s. Not too much on Blockbuster, okay? Let me just tell you something. I'm not intimidated by the FCC. And if President 47 is watching, I have one thing to say. Have you lost weight? You look terrific to audience cheers and laughs. No, that's not me. Will never be more at it. But life is fucking weird. It was 24 years to the day I made comments on ABC that got me canceled from that network. Jimmy Kimmel took my slot. At Politically Incorrect, I got canceled before cancel even had a culture. In the aftermath of 9/11, Maher disagreed with the suggestion that perpetrators were cowards, arguing instead that the U.S. was cowardly for lobbing cruise missiles from 2,000 miles away. The comments caused an uproar, leading to major sponsors pulling their ads. Local affiliates yanking the program. Afterward, as Maher mentioned, Kimmel was brought in to fill ABC's late night role. Always shout to this fine black, not him. Give me a moment. Wait a minute, she should be coming back up. Well, I'll just go back. Right here, this woman right here looking good. Yes, indeed. Maher's support for his colleague comes after multiple late-night hosts from David Letterman, Seth Meyers, Jay Leno decried ABC's preemption of Jimmy Kimmel Live as an infringement of free speech, following host Jimmy Kimmel's joke about 47's seemingly lack of grief over the LF ultra-right-wing spokesman. Charlie Kirk, we had some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize his kids. Someone who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them, with everything they can to score political points from it. He has said in part. ABC's indefinite suspension of the program came after FCC Chair House Hayden Carr threatened action over the joke, which provoked fun at 47 being the construction stage of grief for segueing from a report's question about how he is holding up to the remodeling being done on the White House ballroom, and following Nexstar, the largest TV station group in the country, pulling the show for the foreseeable future. But here's the thing, Nexstar, like, you do realize, like, you also pay a fee to broadcast ABC's content, right? So yeah, and then of course those affiliates also will be on the hook for something as well. And by the way, to the person who powed at an ABC station, screw you. That was unnecessary, undignified, and it was just toxicity to the highest degree. That was disrespectful. Don't blame that station, blame Nexstar for being a dumbass, okay? Meanwhile, the company later clarified it did so unilaterally sans FCC pressure. Meanwhile, Sinclair Broadcast Group, the second largest national station operator and the largest owner of ABC affiliate stations, said it would not lift the suspension until Kimmel had apologized to Kirk's family and made a meaningful donation to his conservative nonprofit organization Turning Point USA, as such the company replaced its Kimmel slot with a tribute to Kirk. Keep that in your head. We're going to get to that here in just a minute. Meanwhile, as 47 celebrated the news, applying Myers and Jimmy Fallon are up next for removal. Democratic leaders penned the joint statement over the matter as the top Democrat on the House Oversight Committee vowed he would launch a formal investigation. And Hollywood guilds have reacted with fervor, with rioters and actors protesting at the Disneyland in Burbank, and top talent from Damon Lindelof to She-Hulk star Ty Mosley either announced that they would not work with Disney in the aftermath or call for consumer boycotts of properties like Hulu and Disney Plus. And you're voting Hulu into Disney Plus, Bob Iger, because you think Disney Plus could be Netflix. Lies you tell yourself. Disney Plus and the Disney Plus bundle work because you have kids content, right? And also nonfiction content with National Geographic. Of course, you have Pixar, you have Star Wars, you have Marvel as well. So all those intellectual properties are all fan bases. So kid content, National Geographic nonfiction content, and fan-based content. That's Disney Plus. Then Hulu is your adult content, and then ESPN is your sports content. That's why the Disney bundle works so well. But now you're screwing up the bundle. Yes, indeed. Who, my Lord Jesus, Andor writer and recently minted Emmy winner Dan Gilroy penned a guest column in Deadline denouncing the venomous evil and governmental siege. The move by ABC was also blasted by lead conservatives like Ted Cruz and former CEO Michael Eisner. I didn't. Oh, okay. Whew, my bad. Thank God. Y'all gotta add some context there. In the latest development today, ABC Sacramento affiliate, the Cypher protest today, was hit with POW fire. No one was injured. This ish ain't new. It's worse. So we'll get to that. But ABC, they are steady. Marr said ABC stands for always be caving. So Jimmy Powell, I'm with you. I support you. And on the bright side, you don't have to pretend that you like Disneyland. You don't have to pretend anymore, rather, that you don't like Disneyland. Mark continued his monologue on the intimidation on the right, so hypocritical. He's made several jokes about corporate kowtowing, including how Good Morning America had changed its name to add the postscript even the scum who didn't vote for 47, and that the next year's going bachelor will be Rudy Giuliani. Oh my Lord. He added that even Wolf Blitzer would be pouring from the capitulation room. Seeing this program with Blitzer, Pamela Brown's called the Situation Room. During the show, Marr called out host of the V for ignoring Kimmel's silence for the second day in a row. Because it's never been their thing to weigh in on the issues. It's just an upbeat party show. That's why they hired people named Joy Behar, Sunday Austin, and Whoopi Goldberg. Yesterday, Carter threatened regulatory scrutiny on the talk show site FCC's equal time rule as his reason for such action. Marr noted that he didn't think what Kimmel said was exactly right, but he maintained that he doesn't deserve to lose his job over it. He added, it's a fool's errand to try to say that these nuts who do these things are any team. This kid led Kirk Power, Tyler Robinson, is in his basement with his virtual reality goggles on, getting virtually ass-ucked. Oh, my Lord. By Cartoon Wombat via the game Furry Shades of Gay 3 Still Gayer. Oh, my God. And you're going to put politics into this? This kid doesn't belong in either party. He belongs in a straitjacket. Concluding Marr addresses Kimmel directly. How you did a great funny show for 2 decades. You should be proud of that. If this fire goes your way, it did for me. You'll get 23 years on a better network. You know what, Bill Marr? Well done to you, good sir. This is what I have to say to you. There are plenty of people that would love to work with Jimmy Kimmel. Absolutely. Let's roll on, because right here, this is some good news we can celebrate here. From Deadline.com, Jimmy Kimmel Live crew to be paid next week as discussions to bring back show carry on. The crew of Jimmy Kimmel Live will be paid next week. Deadline understands ABC sent out a note to the show staff to inform them on the move as talks between the company and Kimmel continue. It seems as a positive sign in terms of the show's potential return to airways. The network not wanting to anger the host or his team as they remain in discussions. Kimmel and Disney executives have been talking since the network definitely preempted Jimmy Kimmel Live Wednesday night. There were discussions on Thursday, even more today, with no final agreement While no final agreement has been reached, the fact that there is open dialogue bodes well for the idea that Kimmel could return soon. Let's see here. For the move on Wednesday, Disney wanted Kimmel to apologize for his comments around the iller for Charlie Kirk. He was unwilling to do that on the show Wednesday night and wanted to double down and discuss the remarks and highlight how they've been incorrectly perceived largely among manga supporters. Disney preempted JKL Jimmy Kimmel Live moments before Next Star announced that it would not be run shown on local stations. A move followed by another station group, Sinclair. Kimmel is a popular figure among the crew and is not thought to want any decision he makes to negatively impact them, particularly as many of them were hit by the pandemic, the writers and actor strikes, and the LA wildfires in recent years. Jimmy Kimmel Live shoots Monday through Thursdays at the El Capitan Theater in Hollywood. So they taped the show at 4 p.m. Pacific time, which 4 p.m. PST to EST, which will be 7 p.m. So from 7 to 8 p.m. they tape that, and then it airs at 11:35. So just to let you guys know about that. I'm very happy about that. Now, Sinclair, for being as big as they are, look at this shit. Somebody come look at this. Somebody come look at this shit right here. Sinclair moves Charlie Kirk's special to YouTube instead of taking over Kimmel's slot. Oh, y'all are big mad, aren't you? I mean, you really that big mad about Charlie Kirk, but yet you did post it in Kimmel's Slack. And next star, by the way, what programming do you have? Because the CW is a wasteland of content right now. Child, such a damn shame. You want to pull content off, meanwhile the CW has no content? Okay. And y'all are trying to finally make money with the CW, but Jimmy Kimmel Live has made, $51.1 billion in ad revenue. Meanwhile, CW has made no money at all in terms of operational revenue or ad revenue. Do you want to pull Jimmy Kimmel off there next star? Okay. Y'all are the smart ones next star, Sinclair. Y'all really, really that smart. Said no one ever. Announcing a Charlie Kirk tribute special takeover Jimmy Kimmel's time slot, Sinclair backed out Friday's planned programming. The company's largest ABC affiliate instead shared a YouTube link to the special after making a sample of Jimmy Kimmel Live in a statement announced that they will be given the remembrance of his late night slide. Tonight, Sinclair will continue to air ABC Network programming as scheduled in the late night time period. The company shared Friday on Twitter. Maybe because y'all don't want to be fucked over for not being responsible for y'all end of the agreement to air ABC Network programming. Did Braylon Lee said that? I think Braylon Lee did say my Lord Jesus. Tonight, Sinclair will continue to air ABC Network programming as scheduled in the late night time period. The company shared a Friday update on Twitter. The Charlie Kirk special will be instead available on the National News Desk YouTube channel. Ensuring viewers can continue to enjoy ABC programming while also providing full access to the special online. Oh my Lord. The latest comes after Disney's announcement that the late night show will be preempted and definitely following the FCC's warning about Kimmel's Kirk comments. In a news release, Sinclair previously announced that they will not lift the suspension on Kimmel's show until formal discussions are held with ABC regarding the network's commitment to professionalism and accountability. And here's the statement right here. Tonight, Sinclair will continue to air ABC Network programming as scheduled in the late night time period. Charlie Kirk special will instead be available on the National News Desk YouTube channel, ensuring that viewers can continue to enjoy ABC programming while also provide full access to special online. Sinclair also calls upon Mr. Kimmel to issue a direct apology to the Kirk family. Furthermore, we asked Mr. Kimmel to make a meaningful personal donation to the Kirk family, Turnpoint USA. The statement continued, regardless of ABC's plans for the future of the program, Sinclair intends not to return Jimmy Kimmel Live to our air until we're confident that appropriate steps have been taken to uphold the standards accepted of a national broadcast platform. Sinclair's Vice Chairman Jason Smith said Mr. Kimmel's remarks were inappropriate, deeply insensitive, at a critical moment for our country. We believe broadcasts have a responsibility to educate and elevate respectful, constructive dialogue in our communities. So y'all taking off his show off of y'all affiliate stations, was that respectful or constructive, or was that just canceling free speech? But your call, Jason Smith. We appreciate FCC Chairman Carr's remarks today, and this incident highlights the critical need for FCC to take immediate regulatory action to address control held over local broadcasts by the big national networks. The stunning suspension of Kimmel comes mere minutes after Nexstar also acts as late night show of the 32 affiliates it owns out of 200 stations throughout the nation. Nexstar owned and partnered TV stations affiliated with the ABC television network will preempt Jimmy Kimmel Live for the foreseeable future, beginning with tonight's show, said the company in a statement Wednesday. Nexstar strongly objects to the recent comments made by Mr. Kimmel concerning the yelling of Charlie Kirk and replaced the show for the programming in its ABC affiliate markets. Known for his proving wrong debates and mocking POV, activist Kirk was piled dead at Utah Valley University on September 10th, and a tragedy that has sent shockwaves through the political media world. Having previously mocked before he settled over his bold's take on the NFL and TikTok, Kimmel offered his assessment of the aftermath of Kirk's death in his opening monologue on his September 15th show. There's some new lows over the weekend with the mocking gang desperately trying to characterize his kid as someone who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it, the host said. So, there is all the updates up to this point, right? Now, I also want to talk to you guys about not Disney, but Fox and TikTok, right? Because this is quite huge, okay? Quite huge. So Fox Corp in talks to join TikTok investor group. Yeah. Fox is in talks to join investor group poised to acquire TikTok's U.S. operations. Sources familiar with the situation told Deadline. President 47 signaled earlier in the day that potential involvement by the company CEO Lachlan Murdoch and Chairman Emeritus Rupert Murdoch. Deadline. Here's the investment will come from the Fox side, not personal investment by the chief executive or Murdoch's sister company News Corp. It would be a major deal if Rupert's oldest son consolidated his hold after. It will be a major deal soon after Rupert's oldest son consolidated his hold over the family media empire. The consortium will also include Oracle Chairman Larry Ellison, who was a friend of the president, whose participation has been floated for months, and Dell Technologies CEO Michael Dell. A man named Lachlan is involved. 47 told Fox News the Sunday briefing. Lachlan Murdoch is probably going to be in the group. I think they're going to be in the group. A couple of others, really great people, very prominent people. 47 said they're also American patriots. You know they love this country, so think they're going to do a really good job. On Saturday, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said the U.S. will control the algorithm behind the hugely popular social video app. Data will be managed by Oracle, which already has a cloud deal with the platform owned by Chinese conglomerate like the father which recently acquired Paramount is exploring an offer to take over Warner Discovery that would make Fox a second media powerhouse to enter the TikTok orbit. I got some misspelling. Deadline, just letting y'all know. Look it out. Levitt told Fox News that TikTok will say U.S. will have a seven-member board with 6 Americans. Comments follow a call between 47 and Jinping on Friday, after which 47 indicated the Chinese president had approved the deal. In a readout from state-run news agency Xinhua, China said its position on the TikTok issue is clear. The Chinese government respects the will of companies and is pleased to see companies conduct business negotiations on the basis of market rules and reach solutions that comply with Chinese laws and regulations and balance interests, according to a translation on CNBC. We hope the U.S. side will provide an open, fair, non-discriminatory business environment for Chinese companies investing in the United States. The app's popularity stateside has been a national security concern, with the U.S. passed a law requiring ByteDance to sell its TikTok U.S. or see it banned. The Supreme Court upheld the law late in Joe Biden's term. 47 declined to enforce it and has now granted 4 extensions to try to put a deal together. So basically, the president has been breaking the law. Well, this is new. Now, there is this new platform called Fox One, right? Now, they said they would not be putting any, content on this thing. So basically, it's just an aggregate, right here. So I just want to show y'all this. So you got Fox One for $19.99 a month, or $199 a year. And you got Fox One and Fox Nation. So you got Fox News plus everything from Fox One for $24.99 or $239.80 a year. So you get all the latest news. You get Crime with Nancy Grace there, which I do believe is an import. All your favorite sports from Fox Sports, and also too everything from Fox, right? So it is quite interesting because, as you guys know, Tubi has 100 million monthly active users. So let me pull this up here. Now, let's go to the map. Right here, right? Let's go with the map. So if we look at Fox right here, you got Tubi and Fox News, right? Now, TikTok Live is, I think, the second biggest live streaming platform. And I said this if Disney got, right? Disney could have got TikTok and, did a TikTok and Disney deal for, different shows that are streaming live on TikTok, right? Fox could do the same thing. As you guys know, or may not know, Mr. Beast is on Tubi, right? So they have like creator verse, and they also have this opportunity here, which I will play for you right now. Roll it.
Yeah, we hustle all day. Yeah, we're working, let me play. You know me, work real hard, now we're ready, let's play. Ay, hustle up, yeah. Ready, set, let's go, yeah. Hustle up, yeah. Ready, set, let's go. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, drop it to the floor, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, drop it to the floor, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, drop it to the floor, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder. Now get low, come on, drop it to the floor, drop it to the floor. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up a little louder.
As you guys saw, build your team, get greenlit. If your show is a hit, Tubi will greenlight the next one. No bullshit. Tubi with Studios was the first one to do it. Then NBC Universal with NBC Universal launch Unscripted Accelerator. NBC Universal launch Unscripted Accelerator, where 5 content creators are going to get a $20,000 development deal. Have not heard anything about it since then, because the results were supposed to be happening January 1st, and then Blavity has the Creator Collective. So the creator economy is getting more and more and more into media. Anytime I need any guidance on what's happening, I just go to this media map, which is Evan Shapiro's map. So shout out to Evan Shapiro, great brother there. And like I said, with Fox One, right? With Fox One, I do think it would be quite interesting, even though they said it will be no content on there. There's no way in hell that Fox would not invest into TikTok and not bring TikTok shows to Fox One. Ain't no way in hell. If you really think that is not going to happen, you are out your ever-loving mind. So that is everything you need to know up to this point. And yes, BrayBray was right on this. I do think that legacy media is understanding new media is becoming more dominant, and it's better to join the movement than to be trampled by the movement. It's better to join the movement than get trampled by the movement. It's better to join the movement than get trampled by the movement. So we're going to take a little commercial break, and we will be back with more Braylon Lee's Virtual Tour Live. We are live on tour. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll be back right after this. Roll it.
Beyond this gate, find gardens green and epic worlds to fill your dreams.
Introducing the greatest escape in the Caribbean, the island you've been waiting for. Welcome to the Great Life on Great Stirrup Cay. This is the greatest pool you've ever seen life, 28,000 square feet of it, and the epic water park life. It's where you can truly experience the whoa life and the floating through paradise life. It's time to escape to a mind-blowing, sky-high tower of water slides and the Here We Go life. Escape to the one more please wherever you please life and kick it into high gear. Escape to where you can kick back and relax. The great life is waiting. Escape to the incredible new Great Stirrup Cay, only with Norwegian Cruise Line. Introducing the greatest escape in...
Are video games getting too expensive? This episode, we want to find some common ground because the CEOs want to raise the price even more.
Not with these broken ass games.
$5 million. That's how much San Andreas costs to make. Is it their fault for selling or our fault for buying?
Corporations claim all this stuff. Devs say otherwise.
Sports gamers, cozy gamers, whatever you call the people who play Power Wash Simulator.
I think it stings a little bit more because I'm spending my actual money and my mom is not. Imagine they get rid of all movie theaters and then charge you the same price to watch the same movie at home.
That's like every streaming service. It doesn't have to be the longest of games, but am I having fun with it? This is Lex. I'm Ronell. Let's get right into it.
Caesar. Just look at him. Politician. General. Author. Ruler. Man. Legend has it, he's not only stared into the belly of the beast, he's had it for dinner. Here he's free to relax, or party, or relax, or party, or relax, and party. His is a world of opulence. Excess, and the occasional impulse buy. Not one to rest on his laurels, he's famous for ushering in a new age of entertainment. So, for anyone seeking a place where the sun never sets, on a good time, all this awaits.
I am Caesar, and I approve this palace.
I'm loving it.
I'll be y'all right back. Welcome back into Braylon Lee's virtual tour live. All you in the building with me. Of course, we got some positive news stories here. Look at it here for me at takeout.com. Judge refuses Aiden Ross' request to talk in the Stallions' opinion. This is all I gotta say to that. Hang on. Judge has shot down Aiden Ross's attempt to have a subpoena delivered to him earlier this month via Machi Band thrown out of court. The subpoena was to dispose Ross and Megan Thee Stallion's defamation case against blog and broad scams. I mean grams. My bad. Shout out to Conscious TV there. The complaint in this action makes no mention of Mr. Ross whatsoever. The paperwork filed by Ross's legal team reads: a review of the pleadings revealed that between Ms. P and Miss Pete Megan Ross does not involve any facts or circumstances, legal fears that would implicate Miss Ross or suggest that he possesses relevant information. He has been going after Megan Thee Stallion very aggressively, and he hates black women, just like PD academics who talk reason to a 15-year-old in a Discord call.
You're going to be happy with this information. So they couldn't serve me outside my house. My security wasn't taking it. Listen to what the lawyers did. They call a mariachi to my house. They called a mariachi to my house.
Slow down. The Rock Nation lawyers.
Yes.
They called what?
A mariachi, like a Mexican band, to perform outside my house.
Mariachi, you dumb fuck.
I swear to God, I have a picture. Look, I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna show the tattoo. Look, I swear to God, all my life.
Mariachi band to your house
to make me want to come outside so they could serve me the paper. Let me show you this picture.
The judge disagreed, and Ross will need to sit for a deposition. Ross revealed the surprising way he was served to his followers on live stream. Listen to what the lawyers did. They called a mariachi band, but help him out because he cannot speak nor move intelligently, nor be intelligent in incapacity. Him and academics both should have been swallowed by their fucking mothers. They called a mariachi band to my house. They called a mariachi like a Mexican band perform outside my house to make me want to come outside so they can serve me the paper. He said, my lawyer is like, hey, just someone contact me. So me and my lawyer are hopping on call tomorrow to figure out when I'm going to do the deposition. I'm going to ask if I can stream it. You do realize if you stream it, right, that anything you say can and will be held against you in court of law, you dumb fuck. Anyway, moving on, wanted to show you guys this. Shout out to the Shade Room. 12 hours earlier, Kevin Surratt Jr. shared this lovely photo of himself as like Mother Tracy Braxton of a pain that will never go away. So shout out to that. Look at that beautiful picture there. I wish I was that talented to draw that, but shout out to Kevin Surratt Jr. We are praying for him. His daddy, fuck him. And he ain't gonna do shit. Okay. All right. And finally, as you all know, we are rolling with Disney, but one dude that we are not going against is Michael Strahan, and he was on Shark Tank. He's gonna be on Shark Tank, rather. Here's the behind the scenes of Shark Tank with Michael Strahan. Roll it.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, let's do that. Done.
Yes.
All right, done. We got a deal.
Since 2009, Shark Tank has been helping entrepreneurs chase the American dream with inventors laying it all on the line.
My family and I have bootstrapped this business. I put my house on the line for this business.
Pitching their companies with the hope of securing funding from some heavy hitters in business. Some of this upcoming season's small business owners were in for a big surprise when yours truly showed up as a guest shark.
Michael Strahan joins the tank.
Ready to not only hear their pitches, but potentially personally invest in their businesses.
I'm a little nervous, obviously. It's a show I've never done. It's a show I've watched forever, ever since season 1, like 17 seasons ago.
I couldn't imagine being paired up, hopefully getting a deal with a better person than Mike.
Doesn't take too long before I get comfortable in the tank.
I want to make an offer. I can see where you're going, Henry.
You gotta ask questions that interest you, because with 4 of the sharks up here, they're asking questions that, okay, I may have a thought in my mind, but there's always something new to come up. And I like the fact that we're all here to listen and learn off of each other and find out about these businesses.
You know, I've known Michael a long time. Shark Tank grew up on GMA. You got to remember that. The very first season we were on there, the very first Friday.
Now that I'm swimming with the sharks, I'm feeling the competition.
I'm showing the grasshopper how this whole thing works. He's learning from Mr.
Sir,
Wonderful.
Grasshopper, this motherfucker right here, Michael Strahan, Pro Football Hall of Fame, won one of the biggest Super Bowls of all time, has Seeking Movement Advanced Chances Entertainment, which that should be the name of your company, Constance and Michael, but that's neither here nor there, but it's called Sports Media Culture Entertainment. He's got his own production company, management company, sir. He's got a skincare line, a suit line. Brother, he don't need help from you. Grasshopper, motherfucker, he the sensei. Moving on.
Money and wine and guitar. You play the guitar?
Yeah. I think this is very good for him. Send him in every season for a little bit of nurturing and training. and he'll get better.
You've knocked it out the box.
Entrepreneurs are here at Sony Picture Studio in Los Angeles after traveling from all over the country to pitch products like blow-up dolls for your dogs.
One thing I do know is that people spend, as I do, ridiculous amount of money on their pets.
And remedies for snoring, eager for the free advice and serious money that one of us sharks may offer up.
Michael, what do you want to do?
I love what you're doing, and I'm a big, as Kevin said, I'm like Mr. Protein.
The shark experience has been incredible. I mean, the other sharks are great, and they're great at what they do. I'm just trying not to slow them down. But the experience, I was a little nervous at first. Now it's just, I feel comfortable, and they've made me feel comfortable. It's competitive. After hearing rounds and rounds of business pitches, I wrap up my first experience in the Shark Tank.
I hate to draw a parallel, but he's just like Mark Cuban. The second Mark sat in that seat, he owned the set, and that's exactly what he did. So much so that for the first 2 pitches, I felt intimidated by him. I've been here 17 years. What's going on here? Throw the bum out.
And you can see if Michael made any deals by watching his episode on October 1st. The new season of Shark Tank premieres Wednesday here on ABC, streams the next day on Hulu.
Are you driving
Looks like Michael might have a new job as a shark. I mean, come on. Can y'all see Michael Strahan joining? Absolutely. Honestly, tell you the truth, I would definitely go on and pitch Braylon Lee's virtual tour as a media brand for sure. Y'all, I'm going to turn off my camera now because we done the whole show for over an hour. Yes, we have. Man, I love our damn show. I really, really do. You never know what's going to come out on this show, but damn it, you know it's going to be something of substance, of soul, and some wonder for damn sure. So glad to have all of you here with me, y'all. That is it as of right now. There's anything else that ends up happening with Jimmy Kimmel, you guys know I will be on it, of course. And in addition to that, there'll be another show tonight at 6 p.m. You know, I am liking doing the double destinations. You know, I mean, because you know, when we do a deep dive live, right, it's a solo destination, but to bring 2 topics, 2 destinations rather, that intertwine with each other, I really, really do like that. So I may end up doing that more often for sure. So just wanted to say that for sure. So with that being said, everybody, that is it for me. One love, much love, all love. I feel the love and send it right back to you. I'll see you back here at night for all new show at 6 p.m. Eastern. I don't think anything is on TV right now to do a after show review on. That's just me, but hey, then again, we shall see. We may just chill tonight. You just never know with me. So one love, much love, all love. Once again, I feel love and send it right back to you. Y'all have a wonderful day. Much love. Bye.
I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner.
Good evening. My name is Mark Woodbury. I'm the chairman and CEO of Universal Destinations and Experiences. Well, we're finally here. Tomorrow we begin a new chapter at Universal Orlando Resort as we open Epic Universe. We built this place for you. I want to thank you, our fans, for your love of our stories, characters, and immersive experiences that inspired this incredible place. Epic Universe represents over 8 years of meticulous planning, immense creativity, and innovation, combined with unmatched craftsmanship and operational excellence on the part of thousands of people who have brought to life the stories and characters that live beyond each of Epic's portals. But it represents so much more. Your love of Universal and the deep connections we've shared together here in Orlando over the past 30 years inspired us to dream bigger and to push the boundaries to create something extraordinary for you and for generations of fans and families to come. And tomorrow, as we open Epic Universe, I can't wait for you to experience this place for yourself. Now it's your turn to step inside, to lose yourself, and to share this place with the ones you love most. As we open this park, we hope your world becomes a little more epic. Tomorrow, Epic Universe becomes yours.
Are video games getting too expensive? This episode, we want to find some common ground because the CEOs want to raise the price even more.
Not with these broken ass games.
$5 million. That's how much San Andreas costs to make. Is it their fault for selling or our fault for buying?
Corporations claim all this stuff. Devs say otherwise.
Sports gamers, cozy gamers, whatever you call the people who play Power Wash Simulator.
I think it stings a little bit more because I'm spending my actual money and my mom is not. Imagine they get rid of all movie theaters and then charge you the same price to watch the same movie at home.
That's like every streaming service. It doesn't have to be the longest of games, but am I having fun with it? This is Lex. I'm Ronell. Let's get right into it.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort. Prepare for a journey.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content.
Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time.